Hello everybody, today we're doing a video in the 2005 Honda Accord and we're going to be installing the InDash car holder for your smartphone. And for this you're going to have to remove the radio and you're going to mount this bracket behind there. And the tools that you'll need to remove everything is a Phillips screwdriver, some type of panel removal tool, a hook, and you also will need, which is an option, a drill with a 2mm drill bit in order to pre-drill the holes for the metal bracket. So we're gonna go ahead with the panel removal tool, and we're gonna remove this piece around the gear selector knob. And we're also gonna take our hook. We're gonna lift it up and get the tool underneath. You can even use your fingers. And it just comes off. And it's held on 6 clips, so it's not that hard to remove. The next step will be to move your car into neutral position, and for that make sure that your e-brake works very well, otherwise the car can roll. So we're just going to remove this little piece, put it to neutral. The next step is to remove this piece right here. It just comes off. And once you do that, you're going to see the 2 Phillips screws over there in the bottom. So that's what we're going to remove next. So once you remove the 2 screws, this piece will come off. And you're going to need to disconnect the 12-volt socket by just pressing on the side over here on this clip, and it will come off. Once you remove this, you're gonna see another 2 screws which hold this middle compartment. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these 2 screws. Once the 2 screws are removed, we're gonna remove this middle compartment, and we're just gonna pull it. You can also open it. A different way to remove it is to just open it and pull it by the sides without using any tools, and it will come off. We're gonna move the position. After you remove the middle compartment, you're gonna see there's 2 bolts underneath the radio. They're shiny and also use Phillips screws. So there's one right here and there's the second one. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those 2. So once you remove everything that we showed you in the bottom, you're pretty much done at the bottom. There's nothing else holding the radio at the bottom. Now you have to remove, there's 3 more screws underneath this panel. And this panel is tricky to remove. And the suggestion that we have is that you need to reach at the back and kind of push it out. And you're gonna see here, it comes off a little bit on the front. Gives you this room to stick some type of panel removal tool and remove it. Why are we suggesting panel removal tool? To avoid something like this. So this somebody did who previously removed this panel, which was incorrect way of removing it. And you just have to wiggle it around and move it to the side. So once you do that, you're gonna see these 3 final screws that are holding the radio, and we're gonna go ahead and remove those. So once you completed all the steps, you're gonna try to take the radio out. And once you start taking it out, you're gonna feel that it's something is holding it at the bottom, because there's a few clips here at the bottom. So we suggest getting underneath and pushing it out. And now the radio can be removed. This is how the holder will go. And you have to put it as close as possible to the dashboard. And then mark your holes for the, just using something sharp. You can go ahead and mark where you're gonna drill the holes. We only suggest drilling these 2 outer holes, not the inner hole, because it's kind of too close to the edge, and 2 screws will be more than enough to hold this bracket in place. So we're gonna go ahead and pre-drill 2 small holes. You also can just use some self-tapping screws if you don't want to drill anything. once you pre-drilled the holes, now you can put the 2 screws in and mount the bracket in place. So we put the 2 screws in, and now you can feel that the bracket is very sturdy. And we're just gonna undo this and move it to the side so we can put the radio back. Just like that. So for now we're just gonna demonstrate this car holder. So basically you have the swivel on top. If you undo it, you can move it into the landscape mode or just vertically. There's a button on the side in order to release the side arms. Then you can take your phone, put it in, squeeze it, and it's holding right here. In order to remove it, you have to grab it by the side and remove it to the side. Same with putting it back. Also, these arms are adjustable for different phones, so you can, if you have buttons on the side and these arms are in the way, you can move them up and down on both sides. The legs in the bottom also move, so it's very versatile and made in USA from very high quality plastic. We really love this holder, and this position is very ergonomic in this particular car. So in order to put everything back, it's the same reverse procedure. With this particular panel, you first have to put it back at the back and then start putting it in. So make sure that the back clips go in order to put this piece back, just like that. But before you do that, of course, put the 3 screws back into the radio. So I hope you liked our video, and we'll see you next time.